Okay guys, and we're back here in Area 5 in continuation with the super special update. And we're just going to see how much of this game we can knock out. Actually, I could probably just completely finish the game off tonight, which I just very well might. Area 5, we have gone through city streets, we have gone through factory, we have gone through the sewers, an under construction apartment complex, and now we are in underground caverns. But, you know, from a high rise, because I've given up on trying to have level design make sense here. Okay, so you are going to be seeing a lot of the brown and the green jump guys. Actually, I don't even think there's going to be great buddies anymore. The only resemblance is the light brown guys that actually only take one hit to destroy. But other than that, you're going to see the high-end enemies here. Area 5 is also the last stage that you will be doing on foot. Which could be good or old at. Oh, okay, one last new guy here. The purple-gray sword buddies. Their swords will actually hurt a lot. And actually, to anyone really paying attention, you'll notice that my life bar is actually still the same. And that will be because I'm actually continuing this straight after Area 4. Instead of actually inputting the password as I usually do for these videos. Although, I will admit Area 5 is actually kind of fun, because of a certain area that will be coming up near the end of the level. And actually the boss is really fun too, and I'll tell you why when you see him. I've always preferred the second half of the stage. And yeah, you just gotta go through, combo everyone, or just repeat the punches. Here we go. And then we're coming up to probably my favorite boss when you're fighting on foot, the Ninja Samurai. I promise I'll actually have official names if I ever decide to look them up. I just prefer making my own names though, because he really acts like a ninja, and he's actually just decked out like a samurai, so it kind of makes sense to call him that. You know what? Don't make fun of me for that. Okay, well, now you can see that we're actually starting to get somewhere instead of just caverns, and if I can hear it, there we go. Another throwback from Area 2. The rolling barrels that will explode because God knows what they're filled with, only this time you're on stairs, so it's a little bit more annoying to avoid them this time around. And they will usually come at inopportune moments, like so. I hate these green guys, you need to stop jumping. Aha! I got it. Okay, and I think I forgot, yes, and I figured out the rapid punch move too, to anyone actually still interested at this point. What I'm doing is just going up into the direction that I'm approaching the guy from and hitting. It's almost like I'm doing a special move in Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, anything like that. Ooh! Turbo barrel! It's fun to blow people up. And we're going to duck down to finish off that combo. Avoid the knife falling overhead because action is where it's all at. A barrel to the left, a barrel to the right, and fun is had by all as we throw you. No. Playing with knives are bad. They are sharp. You can hurt yourself with that, kids. Don't try that at home. Take a lesson from the buddies. Oh, okay. And ow. Those aerial guys are annoying. You cannot reach them, given the fact that they are it's too high up. And you want to just have one of their shots actually lock onto you. What you're supposed to do is just avoid them like the genie's fireballs. Oh, I'm not even sure if I finished explaining the other thing. This way I have to barrel cause I'm tired. Ooh. I forgot about that. Yeah, they tried to trick you up there by dropping a barrel and a standing gun punny, in which I don't believe you can duck under actually. And there's actually going to be another barrel coming down. And you actually cannot duck underneath that standing punny. It actually lines up with your head and you will get hurt with that. And basically to pull off the punch, you approach the enemy, and going in almost for a grab, and then you hit down in the direction that you're going in at the same time. It's actually kind of tough to pull off, though. Because most of the time you just end up swinging your sword and then you just screw it up and you're like, oh, why? So anyone actually paying attention to the level will see that we're approaching something like an underground mining facility or control center or something like that. Well, yeah, it's an underground testing lab, actually. You can some test tubes in back there. What? Did they take a... Did these guys like take a page out of Ninja Gaiden 3 or something with the level design here? Well, if anyone actually knows, you know, that came from the original NES trilogy, don't worry, we're not going to be dealing with a huge convoluted story or going off into bio-mech space or anything like that at all. Ooh, I wonder if I can show that off. I'm pretty sure if I remember this right. If you throw a putty into this, it's actually a destructible background, yes. Unlike the trucks and cars in the first stage, where you can't directly interact with that, you actually have to throw an enemy down into it to do so. Oh, well, we done. You can't destroy those cameras. Yes, there are also security cameras here because, well, no one's supposed to be down here, and yet here we are, just blazing our way through. You could just jump into those cameras, destroy them, knock them right off. They won't. Well, I'll show you with the next one that comes up, but they'll just fire off a shot, like most security devices, every couple seconds or so. And they'll just... Oh. Hello. Or, you know, covered technology that will, when we shoot at you with almost like a rapid-fire machine gun. This game is just full of surprises today, isn't it? Oh, okay, I guess this can make sense for putties, because Rita also would definitely like to have, you know, at least I'm guessing what is to be a genetics research facility, at least. Here we go. The elevator which you can't move and up into this upper levels. Get down there. Now, to anyone that was wondering what that sound was, the ultimate defense that this place has to offer. A giant laser that shoots across the bulk of the screen, and is also kind enough to warn you when it's going to be coming, as it beeps 4 times and it fires that beam which will damage everything in its path for a significant amount of damage. You'll notice that there's those upper walkways here, which I like to use, or you could just step down right underneath it in one of these alcoves as well. Unfortunately, as awesome as it is, and as awesome that it actually attacks putties for you, we have to go through it to continue, so once you reach this edge, now, stand up. Thank you. Okay, guys. There we go. See, all you're going to need to do is just get to the end, just hold the down key, and just combo attack that until it finally blows up. Speaking of which, showing the camera off. This will hurt putties if you can actually get it to line up right, but you'll see that it'll usually have about 2 different angles. An oblique angle that will almost always go for the door, and then a downward angle that will almost always usually hit in the area right below it. Obviously. Deal those guys off screen, go through the final door without a key card, because who needs key cards when you got an awesome power sword? And one at the Ninja Samurai. Now this guy, well, has quite a few attacks. As you can see, he starts out with the sword and will have different variations of that attack, as you saw like right in the beginning there. He'll jump up and try to drop a bomb down on you, dealing a little bit of damage. Every now and then you might see him trying to flip back. He will actually kind of kneel down a little bit and charge up and then slide across the screen with his sword forward, almost as if in a promptu charge. And he'll also bounce around a lot, and it kind of makes it difficult to try and get a combo on him, because if you're just a second too slow, he will actually break out of it and jump across the screen. He also has a standard slash that comes up, and a secondary attack form, which should be showing itself shortly. Oh, there. Yes, that was him preparing for the horny charge, and there he is. The second half of the fight will involve him coming out with the chain that actually has an exceptional reach. And this is the point that I usually like to use the bomb. And then after a couple more hits with that, every time that he teleports away, he will randomly switch between having the sword and the chain, and he's already dead, so it doesn't really matter at this point. Okay, area clear, and now we're going to be going on to the something that's better than the Power Rangers, the movie game, I have to say, and something that every kid that enjoyed the show always dreamt about being in. And without further ado, I will just give this to you. I should not do commentary when I'm talking. Oh yeah, you're seeing that right. All 5 Rangers are together, and we are going to be playing Megazord, whatever. It's awesome. Now, controls pretty much act similar as if you're on the foot stage. Y will attack, B jumps. It's just that you're just a lot bigger for these targets right now. And this is Area 6 of the fight. I'll pause here for a second there. Okay, so yeah, B jumps, Y attacks, the control pad will just move you back and forth, pretty basic. The different commands for these next 2 sections, Area 6 and 7 right now, is if you double tap your forward, you will actually do a dash towards the enemy that has you moving about double speed or so. And actually, if you attack then, you kind of do a sliding sword slice, which deals a little bit of extra damage for a little bit of power. And yes, we actually have power counters for these fights now. If you look at the top of the screen or at the bottom, right below the life, is the power. If you hit X, instead of activating a bomb when in Ranger form, you will be using whatever power is showing in the box on the lower right corner there. The first segment, you can't do anything, you're too weak. The second segment just fires a minor energy wave from the top of the Zord. The middle will charge, and actually the bars will change color too as you use these powers as well. When it's yellow, we'll send a spiral, well, not so much spiral, but a small flame along the ground to hit your opponent. Oh god, what else is there? And then you'll see as you get to the last one, right before it's fully charged, you will jump up and kind of shoot down a fireball at the enemy, and then the last but not least is the final wave, as I'll be calling it. And in which case you fire a wave as tall as you and your enemy, and a couple different ones that will hit for extreme amount of damage. Of course, I'm not sure if this boss will even be alive. No, let's show off a little bit. Yep, there, see? As it changed over to orange, the color of the power bar changed, as well as the attack that you can do. Ow. And I'm not doing as well as I hope to be usually with these guys, so we're just going to use Final Beam. You gotta be careful though, because pretty much any power can cancel out any power that's used. But it doesn't matter at this point because I actually hit him with that, and this guy is going to be going down in a couple seconds, like right now. And at the end of both fights, you'll actually get a special finish move, just called Finish, pretty much, in which your power bar automatically fills up. You'll do a flashing slice, which will cut through the enemy, and they will explode. Thus giving you a password for the final area, Area 7. After being in the refineries in the sea, we are at Rita Repulsus Palace on the moon. I don't have a name for the last guy, I'll look it up, or just whatever. And here we have the Guardian. Now, just kind of do whatever strategy you want. Play a little bit on the defensive, but mostly you just want to try and just charge the guy. It usually works. Just don't let up on the attack. Mixing upper attacks, lower attacks, and jumps can usually let him get by defenses. Although just be careful because he does have a combo move that he will actually hit you one, kind of like you did there, and then you'll just keep moving. Oh, and I'm sorry, if you hold back, you'll either walk backwards or you'll block the attack for and taking reduced damage. Ah, there it is. That's kind of what I was talking about. Oh, crap. I missed. That's not good. This might actually take a little bit longer now. I might actually have to show some strategy. Yeah, we'll just dodge out of his ultimate. Yeah, that was his ultimate attack, by the way. Very easy to dodge, unlike the last guy's, and he's just gonna, of course, completely dodge that because he's a dick. Okay, I'm not doing too well. This guy needs to die. There we go. Okay, we got him. Okay, now we'll charge up a finish, and what is he? Oh yeah, they just went there. Like all good games of the past, the final boss will not go down so easily. Oh no, he is going to have a second form that is definitely stronger. Those little protrusions that he just gained, they can hurt. They also add a reach to him, and his power is almost full, and I'm backing up. That little lightning ball is almost like the one that I could try at the moment. The only difference is it will drain about 75% of your health. And he just did a up Y move that completely canceled my attack. I really hate this guy. But that's not the worst of it. What you just saw is the worst of it. He can activate a shield that will absorb the power level of the attack that you just threw at him. If you were to use that shield on your ultimate move, he will automatically fill up his power bar and probably hit you with his ultimate. Cheap? Very much so. Annoying? Extremely. Fireball? Ineffective. I hate this guy so much. He's gonna die now. But persist on, kids, and you will eventually finish, and yes, this finish is the actual finish. And that's it. That is Area 7. And with that, we finished the game. I guess no, I should probably be doing some kind of mini review or something like that, shouldn't I? While the 5 teenagers just take a drive down the street. Not that I blame them after what they've done. They deserve a break like this. Oh, I can't quite catch what that says on the background there. The house breakfast. There seems to be a lot of those right now. Okay, so, and yes, Dawn will be coming. And they will be, okay, there they are. They enjoy that. They're going back home for rest and relaxation, if I can blame them. And we watch as Zach breaks out dance moves at the juice bar, which they always frequent in the show. And the credits should be starting to roll any second now. Okay, what do I gotta say? Alright, I guess I'll kind of do a little bit of breakdown. For graphics, well, it was about 1992, 1993 when the game came out. 92, the early 90s, the Super Nintendo had just come out, so I really can't fault them for that, and actually, as you can see, the character animations are actually really fluid. And you can kind of make out what they're actually supposed to be and whatnot, so I'd have to give them about a 7 or an 8 for that. I mean, kind of had to give a 10 on graphics, especially when it's older, but fluid animations, there's almost no freeze with that whatsoever. Even if all the Rangers are just a redesign with a different weapon, you can even kind of make out faces right now with that too, so. The sound I'd have to give about a solid 9. I mean, every time they attack they're done, there's just simple animation, a simple sound bit for that, but the music that they have, each stage is just, seems to be kind of fitting. It's nice and appropriate. I mean, gameplay is obviously about a 10. You could just pick this game up, or just pop it in, start it up, and just play for a couple minutes. And if you eventually just play this game like about 1,000 times over the many years that I've actually had this. Oh hey, what's this though? A hidden scene at the end? You can blow through this game easily in an hour, and it's still just fun every time. And yes, at the very end we get Rita showing up, Rita in the sky, probably exacting revenge, and 3 passwords. Feel. Yes, did I say Hasbro? I'm about to say Bandai. I have to stop doing this when I'm tired. And, oh wait, but where do they go? Those passwords are actually something that is going to be special, and I will probably be showing them off with Kevin at a future date if I can. You know what, guys? There you have it. I mean, graphics are good, sound was good, gameplay is very simple. You just go in and just start beating everything up. It's a traditional side-scrolling action game, much like Streets of Rage on Genesis at the time. And I really don't have much else to say on that one. Okay, this is Steve from the Effect Opportunity saying thank you for joining us with this one, and be on the lookout for possibly actually any any blooper videos that they may have for this, or any extras, which Kevin and I will be showing off the 3 passwords, and hopefully this controller will be working for this. Okay, this is Steve from the Tech for Opportunity, saying a good night to you all, and hope you have enjoyed this Let's Play. And recording.